HVAC, or more commonly called HVAC, is just a catchy acronym for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Today, we're going to talk about careers in HVAC. Now, you may think fixing the air conditioners in people's homes, boring. HVAC is way bigger than that. It's a $120 billion a year industry that uses some of the cutting-edge technology out there. Think about it. Almost every building in the world has a HVAC system that someone has had to design, fabricate, install, maintain, or repair. Big money, big tech, big industry means huge career opportunities are waiting. What's up, nerds? Chloe here from Build Your Path. So, before we dive in, let's give a special shout out to our awesome sponsor. Later, we will hear from these experts in the HVAC field who will cover everything from employment to some of the amazing tech they use to run their business. When I say almost every building, I mean it. Hotels, schools, the White House, castles, museums, malls, your home, everything. Not only are HVAC components a part of these buildings, but they are some of the most sophisticated and expensive parts of the buildings. HVAC systems are the lungs of the building, helping to heat and cool the air, take in fresh air from outside, expel the nasty stuff, filter out impurities, and control the humidity throughout the whole building. The HVAC mechanic installs, maintains, and replaces heating and cooling systems. This includes new construction projects and doing maintenance and replacements in existing buildings. The mechanics work with complex systems comprised of pipes, wires, ducts, machinery, and computer systems that heat and cool the internal air. Regardless of economy, HVAC mechanics will always be needed to maintain these machines because, again, they are everywhere. These systems are computer controlled, especially the newer ones. Actually, some of the most cutting-edge technology in the industry is being used by HVAC mechanics. Everything from Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, prefab, modular, and robotics. Some HVAC mechanics specialize in certain segments of work. For some, this includes air systems, others pipe systems, and others control systems. Some mechanics will narrow their specialty even more and focus on commercial refrigeration or solar panels. The HVAC mechanic, technical, smart, advanced, always needed, and yes, makes a good living. The minimum requirement to be an HVAC mechanic is a high school diploma or equivalent. This is usually an apprenticeship-based career path, which means that most mechanics start in an apprenticeship program where they are learning the trade through a specific education and in-field training sequence. This path typically takes about 4 years to complete. When going through an apprenticeship program, students usually start as a helper and then move to different levels of service technicians. Once finished with the program, students can test for a journeyman's license or journeyperson's, because it's not 1965, which is kind of like a bachelor's degree for this trade. As a licensed journeyman, your career can go in many different directions. While most HVAC mechanics start out in apprenticeships, you don't have to. If you're willing to learn on the job and take some courses to earn certificates from a trade school, you'll do fine. So if school is not for you, there is a place for you in HVAC. On the other hand, in a lot of apprenticeship programs, you can earn college credits towards an associate's degree. Many apprentices go on to earn associate's or bachelor's degrees and come back to work in HVAC, especially with mechanical engineering degrees. So if college is for you, great, you're still on the right path. HVAC mechanics need to be knowledgeable in so many different things. They need to know in general how and why buildings are made in order to be able to properly install or service an HVAC system. These mechanics must also have sufficient math and computer skills to be able to work on these systems, as well as understanding diagnostic gauges, computers, welding, computers, soldering, computers, electricity, computers, metals and fluids, and computers, and computers, and computers, and computers, and computers, and computers. The list goes on and on because this is a technical job. Did I mention computers? HVAC mechanics also work on ladders and scaffolds, as well as in attics, under houses, on rooftops, and more. So if you have a fear of heights, small spaces, or bugs, ew, it's probably not the career for you. In addition, HVAC mechanics are usually needed to work in inclement weather. So if you don't like feeling uncomfortable, again, probably not a right fit. This can be a physically demanding job, and if you're out in the field, you may get dirty.
Ew.
HVAC mechanics are often working directly with the client, whether that's the homeowner, a building manager, or the general contractor. So, customer service and communication skills are necessary. HVAC mechanics also need to be able to work collaboratively with other teammates and act in a professional manner, especially while at a client's property. You also need to be able to think on your feet because new challenges occur every day. As a mechanic, your job will take you to many places where you'll work on different pieces of equipment with different tools every day. And now some knowledge from our sponsor. We've got Not Chloe reporting live from the field to educate you nerds about what it's like to work on-site in the HVAC industry. Not Chloe, can you hear me?
Hi, I'm Not Chloe, reporting not live from Poole Kent. We're here to get hands-on experience in the HVAC industry. Let's get to work! I have Andrew here with Poole Kent, who's gonna show us around. So, Andrew, before you show us around, why don't you explain to me, what your position is here?
Well, I'm a pipe fitter, welder, and I work in the fabrication shop.
Wow, that sounds like a lot, and I can't wait to dive in. But before we do, safety first. Alrighty, now that we're safe, let's go.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we'll cut this first piece, 001, 2 foot. And what you'll do is measure out 2 feet from the end.
Okay.
Right about there.
Right there?
So what you'll do now is you'll push this in.
Okay.
Make sure that's pushed all the way against.
And you just spin it.
Tighten that down.
Okay.
And that's locked in. Now what you'll do is this is already set up to cut.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is hit the start
So
button.
I just press start?
Yep.
It's gonna cut, okay. Oh, is it coming this way?
So
Well,
that's
that
it.
was so easy. I think I'm ready. Just a button and measuring, I can do that. All right, now what?
Next step is gonna be to bevel them.
So when you're beveling, what exactly is happening?
You can't weld straight pipe butt to butt. So what you'll have to do is you weld it out on you grind it down on an angle,
Okay.
and it gives the room to where the metal can actually tie in, and you can weld the pipes together.
Oh, I believe this
37.
involves fire. Is this on right? What's happening here? Nice.
Now it's your turn.
How do I stop it? I did it. My souvenir, take it home.
Now that those are done, you can take them to the table and put them together.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my handy dandy measuring tape. And be like, yeah, so am I hired tomorrow? I'm just kidding. We are clamped in, ready to go. I'm gonna be level-headed. That was unexpected.
Pulse is on.
Safety first, everyone. Oh no.
Okay, so what you'll do is squeeze the trigger.
Now?
Yes. And then you're gonna slowly drag it.
I did it. I did it. This is so cool. Y'all are doing the Lord's work out here. That's all I have to say. Is it good? It's nice. I did that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I did.
Hey, they say
that.
girls pick up quicker than men.
I'm really glad that we've come to this consensus. Big thanks to Poole Kent for letting us come out here and teaching us the ins and outs of the HVAC industry. Never thought anyone would let me use power tools. Back to you, Chloe.
People who assume the role of HVAC mechanics have endless possibilities when it comes to their career. Once you've become a journeyman or journey person, you can continue to work for commercial or residential clients. You can also work in a factory creating the components for HVAC systems. On top of that, you could go on to work for an engineering firm designing systems. Past that, you could manage other mechanics and even go on to be a business partner or owning your own HVAC company. Nationally, the most recent report from the Department of Labor stated the salary for a mechanic is averaged at $47,000 after training and education. This salary can go upwards to $76,000, and many times there is a full benefits package included. However, those are just the national averages. Depending on the location, city, and company, it is not uncommon for some mechanics to make in excess of $100,000 per year. The Department of Labor also said that the job market for HVAC mechanics is expected to go up 15% by 2026. More jobs needed means more demand, which means more money for the person who fills that seat. HVAC mechanics, those wonderful people who keep our buildings comfortable and our life more peaceful. They are skilled, talented, physically fit, and make an amazing living helping us. But our country needs more of them, and you can fill that spot. Thanks for watching this installment of Build Your Path. Stay tuned as we are doing new career highlight videos. Until next time. Woo! All right, that was a lot.